So it looks like there was a little bit of an error there, and then we're fixing it. So we're headed back in once again. We have
back to Battlefield.
Avengers Diddy. Yep, back to Battlefield. Avengers Diddy versus Mars and Lucina. Ooh, immediately striking in, taking no time. Runs back, starts dash dancing, trying to force a safe approach.
Lucina,
never seen
I
Mars
believe,
play
like this. What in the world?
Lucina actually has one of the best dash dances in this game. Her ability to approach is almost out of this world. Some people may say Chrom might be the better Fire Emblem character, but for those of you witnessing here now, Lucina's neutral arguably might actually be a little bit better. But I believe it comes down to player style versus character style at this point. Mars coming through with these aerials, but Avenger's landing almost unsafely with this up B. Doesn't seem to get that big of a punish for it though.
Mars is a monster.
Tries putting it in. It's almost, I feel like, a brick wall that Mars is pulling up, where if you're trying to approach unsafely, he's just gonna wall you out with aerials and then just stuff any approach you have. That up B reaction right there at the banana toss, knowing that he'd have enough time to punish, and knowing that this game was pretty much
he did the option select. He's already incorporating that new option select with the up Bs.
True, where if you, for those of you who don't know, if you tilt your shield upwards and mash B, so let's say you're trying to mash up B, it won't come out if your shield is tilted upwards until your opponent touches your shield. So for those of you who play characters with great up B out of shield options, like, you know, the Fire Emblem characters, Luigi for example, you're able to use this option select as a great mix-up. So if someone's trying to pressure your shield, you can tilt your shield upward and start mashing the B button, and then as soon as they make contact with your shield, your up B out of shield will buffer out. So it looks like he's making pretty good use of it. Avenger maybe trying to find his footing in this one, maybe trying to take this first game and see what he can do. Mars still holding on to this advantage state, but oh man, catches with a fair. No punish on the monkey flip, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that much of a difference. Oh, throws out a force master. As you can see, this up B out of shield is starting to become really amazing. Let's see if he's pushing out right now.
Avenger is really struggling right now.
True. Can he get off from the ledge? No. Catches him with an F tilt. Tries to hit the monkey barrel. Oh, an SD, I believe, coming from it's really unfortunate. The barrels, I believe he was putting him in too much lag where he could not recover in time. I believe he was aiming to hit
how many times
Mars.
can you roll? How many times can you roll before the lag starts to affect you?
I believe after 3 or 4 rolls, the lag becomes worse and worse. But it also transfers to your air dodge. So if you rolled on stage about 3 or 4 times and then you air dodge, the up B stealing stock. Oh man, a good work from Avenger. That's 1 stock so far, but he still does have a deficit that he does have to make up. As I was saying before, once you've rolled on stage a couple times, it'll transfer onto your air dodge, where your air dodge will be laggier based on the number of times you've rolled on stage. So the more times you use it, the laggier it becomes. However, it isn't as severe as we've come to understand that the regular air dodge versus directional air dodging.
The regular air dodge is quicker.
Yeah, regular air dodge has less lag. Ooh, Dancing Blade almost finishing it there, but catches him with a forward smash. Looks like Mars is aiming to take this one quickly. So Mars taking game 1 here in our grand finals at ECG's own Smash Ultimate Weekly. This is the second one.
What I was gonna say is that if you look like on the Twitch stream, like when it comes up to the video later, Mars hasn't played like this whole time, and like
he's changing up his playstyle. He's adapting to the fact that Avenger's neutral is really safe in this game. For those of you thinking Diddy is so terrible and so worse, he's different, and possibly, you know, maybe certain characteristics are a little bit worse, but don't count him out just yet. As we saw before in Losers Finals, Avengers Diddy is nothing to snuff at. Now Mars putting in this Lucina, adapting the option select of up B out of shield and punishing almost all of Avenger's moments. So let's see what he can do. Goes for only 3 hits of the Dancing Blade on his shield, and gets punished for it.
He spaced him out trying to hope that he would drop shield.
True, I believe he was waiting for a reaction to try and punish, but Avenger 74% almost unanswered, but looks like Mars got a little bit in there. Tried to go for the early up B auto shield, grabs a banana, goes for the Dancing Blade, gets a clean 32% off of that, but I don't know if it's enough to make it back. Ooh, fair. It's a fair. What's the punish? Oh, tries to catch the monkey barrels coming back, but it's not enough. Let's see if he pushes it back once more time. Oh, let's see what we can do. All right. So we got a banana toss into fair, but I don't believe it's enough to pressure Mars's shield into a point where he's in too much disadvantage state. As you guys know, you have a lot more shield stun in this game, and your ability to act out of shield is better if you do a jump aerial. So characters with quick aerials out of shield are really good, especially those who have great aerials. For example, like Fire Emblem characters, back air, fairs, and up airs. Oh, I'm really hoping that almost sealed out the stock. Oh, and but that one did. The up air coming forward.
He scraped like the end of the sword on his butt.
True. Really hoping to see an adjustment from Avenger. And these up Bs onto the ledge, attempting to get this kill, doesn't really seem to be working out for him. Maybe an adjustment. I would rather have seen him throw down the banana and gone for a regular grab. It wasn't safe on block. And it doesn't seem like
went for the. I think he went for the F smash, and then it didn't happen when he went for like the.
True. I mean, with a buffering in this game, it might be a little bit difficult to time it. But as we see, these are two top players at this point in time, putting in what could be, some of their best work at least this early on into the game. And we're trying to see what they can do. Oh, down to, but tries to lead into a fair. It's not enough.
Nice.
Lands a nair. Can he capitalize? He just needs a little bit more, keeping him off stage. But he manages to get back to center stage. Tries catching him, but it gets an F smash for his troubles. And he tries catching it with a nair. He's playing neutral pretty well, but goes for the down variation of actual dance blade, knowing that the side variation probably wouldn't kill at that point in time. So we're trying to see what he can do, maybe to change up his gameplay that can help him maybe close this one out a little bit more efficiently. Now, Avengers, Diddy seems to be trying to catch him with a banana, but he seems to be getting these fairs and aerials on his shield.
Just a raw back air to take that stock.
True. Good job by Avenger managing to take a stock off of Mars. He has 95% on him, but if he's able to work through his neutral play and get back to what we saw maybe in Losers Finals against Ultra Slow, maybe he'll be able to bring up something and help him bring back this set. It looks like, though, that Mars is holding shield, knowing that, the buffered up B out of shield, managing to take it, but it wasn't enough to take that stock. See, these early up Bs on stage is what I'm talking about, the punishes afterward.
He did a dash in down smash to hit him.
Yeah, to get the punish. Looks like Mars taking that second stock off of Avenger. Now, the percentage is fairly close, but with the stock difference being what it is, we need Avenger to switch up maybe and show a little bit more adaptation.
Mars is starting to break him down. He is conditioning
this game
him to
isn't
shield, and he's getting these grabs
though,
now.
so we're going to try and see what he can do about it for right now. Catches a forward smash. And Mars taking it right now.
I would have recommended against the risky jump in there.
True. Mars is 1 game away from being our Grand Finals champion for today. We're trying to see, if there's going to be a character switch or if Avenger is going to stick onto what he knows best.
Who else does Avenger play?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he knows how to play a couple of the other Fire Emblem characters, but I'm not sure if he's used them in tourney today or if he has any secondaries.
I feel like the last game of your Grand Finals would be a really bad time to bring out someone you're not as good as.
True. But you want to make sure to bring out characters that you're comfortable with, as we see here. It looks like he might be a character choice, but nope, decides that Diddy Kong is his tried and true, and he's going to follow it through. So, right now we're in Game 3, possibly even the last game of Grand Finals between Mars playing Lucina and Avenger's own Diddy. Looks like he's trying to turn up the pace a little bit more, pushing in for a more of aggressive style instead of a defensive style as we saw before. This might be the change that he needs, as he's climbing up more percent early on than he did in the previous game. So, if
right now he's controlling the space.
True. But the momentum gets shifted once more, as Lucina, just all as these Fire Emblem characters need is one hit to kind of transfer over all momentum. Maybe a fair string. Tosses out a forward smash. almost catching it. Goes, tries for the early spike.
True,
if he manages to land one, it will greatly help him in the state, especially now that he's down 2 games. But
didn't they nerf his dare?
To my knowledge, the knockback slightly, but remember, in this game, a lot of characters do have a lot more knockback, and as it comes to meters, characters are no longer able to tech meters on stage as long as they're grounded. So, but off stage, you're able to tech against the wall. But I'm not sure if the reaction time or if the stage is actually suited for that technique at this point in time.
I think they did a universal fix across the board for a lot of stages, like how they connect on the bottom.
True, as well as their ability to slope underneath. But
they did add an untechable. Once you reach a certain knockback, you can't tech anymore. So
true. So as it turns out, like edge guarding at a higher percent does become a more viable option. I'm not sure if we can see a great switch in Avengers game play, because right now he does have a percent lead. Can he punish? Yes, he gets a forward smash, managing to take the first stock against Mars. This might be the shift that we wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. Just one more transition. If he can seal out another stock and take the 2 stock lead, it might be what he needs. But it's not enough. I know he's trying to use the fact that Diddy Kong's roll startup is pretty good and hard to react to in this game. Even with the amount of lag that they've inputted, it's still, in my opinion, one of the better options. Gets caught with a back air. What will Mars do? Will he allow him to approach safely or force it back? Looks like he's forcing it back.
He is just holding that spot.
True. Down onto it. Oh, goes for the peanut. Goes to the dash attack. Oh, Mars really trying to seal out this stock. Diddy Kong at 157, but gets hit by a forward smack. Oh, catches the dash attack. Avenger starting to start a string of his own. Oh, he's starting to make this comeback. It might just be what he needs. So he running back, trying to gain center stage, maintaining control of neutral. Ooh, tries to go for the banana toss into down tilt. True. Ooh, the early rail action. Once again, this up B out of shield really coming into favor here. And I'm not sure if it's the best option against Diddy, but it seems to be working really well, especially in this matchup, as Avenger seems to be landing on Mars' shield pretty unsafely, knowing that he has the option available to him. Maybe Mars is adding this to counter what he saw before, maybe in game 2. Looks like he's playing a little bit better. Oh, Mars pushing up. Yeah, he's adjusting his game style. Oh, that air dodge was really unfounded. Gets caught up in a forward smash. Avenger now with a stock lead. Can he play it out and maybe take a game of his own and get up on the set? Looks like though that he's trying to catch it. True. Ooh, that one almost killing the fair. Yes, it's enough to seal it out. So it's a last stock.
This is tournament stock, man.
Yes, tournament stock for Avenger. If Avenger is able to seal this out, he still has to win 2 more. But to get a reset, I believe it is possible if he can maintain this pressure. Mars, however, changing up his game style plan, approaching a little bit more, using Dancing Blade and grab in neutral.
Mars movement right now.
Yeah, it's pristine almost, where he's forcing, he's playing right at the safe edges of his opponent's game plan and forcing him really to change up what he wants to do. So if we can see the way that Avenger is approaching, he's doing a lot of empty hops right now and going in with blind options, and it's weird because Avenger Mars is taking the time to react and trying to get a strong punish off of it. As you can see, as Avenger's already at 77% and Mars with a cool 22%, trying to play this a lot more safely than before. So we're looking back to see what he can do about this.
Mars he's just keeping him out right now.
True. Avenger needs to switch up, maybe even go on the offensive, as the defensive doesn't seem to be working for him at the moment. Oh, goes for a dash attack but misses and gets caught with a grab. If he gets hit with F smash here, it might be close enough to the ledge where it might kill. Oh, goes for the forward variation of Dancing Blade. These early up Bs catching actually Mars with it. We're trying to see if there's enough to force him into something that he wanted to do. But ooh,
that F smash.
Mars almost sealing it out. But
That mix up right there.
Goes for the F tilt, doesn't get it.
What is this? Avenger's not that bad. He's just fighting.
130%. He's fighting right now for his tournament stock. He wants to go to a game 4. It might be something that matters to him, but trying to see if Mars is gonna let that happen here. He's standing still here at like 58%. Avenger at 140 almost. Almost anything will kill at this point. Maybe F tilt or F smash. Close enough. Oh, forward air, almost stealing it, but he's early up B's butt. Gets a punish with a back air. Congratulations to Mars taking it 3-0 over Avenger in Grand Finals.